Hey, guys, and welcome to another WFM Tipsy Thursdays. I am your show host, the Contact Center Whisperer, the CEO and founder of Solid Rock Consulting. And I'm super excited about this week's episode because while we love WFM Tipsy Thursdays, giving all the tips and tricks and all the different things, I think it's super important that we talk about the future of workforce management. And so this week we have none other than the amazing Elias Sakal, all the way from Canada. Elias, thank you so much for being our guest this week. I'm super excited to dive into what's on your mind when it comes to the future of workforce management. But before I do, okay, everybody have to answer this question, okay? So before I do, first tell us, when did you first discover or fall in love with workforce management?
Just like many people in the field, I assume, I completely fell into the role. I was actually studying to be a software engineer, working at a call center, paying my tuition, and then graduated and fell into a command center and WFM, and this whole world opened up. And I was like, well, this is really fascinating. And I've been sticking with it for 20 years now. Done every version of WFM, and it's just, it's constantly evolving work that always keeps you interested.
Yes, I love that. And that brings us right into our topic when you say it's constantly evolving and kind of keeping you pulled in. What do you, in your own words, tell us, what do you think the future of work or future of workforce management looks like? You're a leader in the financial space and workforce management. What does the future of workforce management look like?
Honestly, it could take many forms. There's a WFM evolutionary scale, if anything. So it
Mm.
depends. If you're starting out in a small company, you may be just getting your schedules up in an Excel sheet, or you're up in a major corporation where you've got every kind of facet of technology out there. So, but if you're on the edge of the spectrum, on the other side, where you're really on the advanced, you got to definitely prepare for the advent of AI. Obviously, you've already moved to the cloud by this point, and that changes how you get your data. But with the advent of AI, you have to learn how to adapt your models, how to adapt your day to day, because it's gonna shake things up. It's gonna make things different. It's not gonna make things disappear. It's gonna make things different, and you're gonna have to be able to account for it out of what you've been doing for years. It's definitely gonna be a twist for sure.
I love that. I love that. So it's not going to make things disappear, but it is going to make things different. And you have to start accounting for, okay, what does that look like when we're thinking about forecasting, or what does that look like when we're thinking about schedules and how we schedule and how we engage our people. So I think that that's super important that we have to start thinking about the twist. I love that. What is a common myth that you think people are struggling with right now when it comes to how they're adopting and adapting when they're in their thinking about the future of workforce management?
So that's an interesting question because just like you said, you constantly hear the buzzword AI all over the industry, AI this, AI that, and people are saying, "Oh, we're going to lose jobs and stuff." Like, no, it's going to change how we work. So one of the things that with the advent of AI, the first place where it's going to hit is going to be your call centers. It's going to be your people that are talking. And that might change how we do things. It doesn't mean you're going to need less staff, but just like your IVR deflects, workload and volume, well, AI is going to deflect it too. And there's going to be a new perspective, and it's going to change your models because now you're used to containing your calls in the IVR, maybe containing them in a chat with an agent, and now you're going to contain it with an AI bot before it even goes to your agent. But the definite misconception, it's not going to erase anything because at the end of the day, especially like in a financial sector, or even in the telecom sector, you want to talk to a human. Your money matters and your cell phone matters. So a lot of industries they're not going to do away with people, but they're going to leverage AI to make things more efficient and smarter, i.e., deflecting through AI. So we as WFM have to prepare for that, and that's one of the, that's what all the buzz about AI is like, oh my God, watch out, it's coming. It's going to change things, but it's going to change things for the better, and WFM is going to be there to adapt to it.
I love that. I could go. I can already tell we're gonna have you back as a guest again because I can go in on that topic. But I'm gonna stay focused. We need to stay focused. Okay. So next question I have for you, Elias, is what would be a tip? Like, so those you said something very key at the beginning of this. You know, when we're thinking about the evolution of workforce management for organizations that are maybe just now getting workforce management versus people who are on the cutting edge. They have workforce management, the discipline and tools in their organization. For both of those spectrums, you know, the future of workforce management may look different. So, what would be a tip or trick or a piece of advice that you would give both ends of those spectrum, whether they are just coming into the knowledge of, hey, I need workforce management in my organization, or yeah, I've had workforce management and now we're thinking about what's next for our organization?
Absolutely. So the one thing we all have in common on the WFM evolutionary scale, if you will, depending if you're smarting out a small company, a WFM department of two people, or of 160, we all have the one thing in common in WFM is we're numbers people. We report on numbers. We let numbers drive our decision. The one tip I can give folks is to we're yes, we are numbers people, but we also deal with humans. Our customers are the agents. We have to keep that into consideration whenever you're making decision on a day to day. You can't let the numbers drive all your decisions, regardless if they're small or big. At the end of the day, you have a customer experience, but you also have you as a WFM person, sorry, are responsible for the employee experience, their day to day lives. You impact them on a daily basis. So doesn't matter if you're big, small, medium, advanced, unadvanced. Let that be your guiding principle. You're managing a business from a customer experience perspective, and you're managing the employee experience from an internal perspective. You're handling both. That's the biggest tip I could give.
Listen, that's an episode all by itself. That was so good because it's so true. You are impacting not only the customer experience, and we're numbers people, we're data people, which impacts the customer experience, but we also are responsible for helping to contribute to that employee experience, whether it's making sure that they have the time to get skilled and take the trainings, or they get the right amount of coaching with their supervisors, or their numbers are reporting from a coaching or quality perspective. Like all of those things matter, and workforce management could play such a key and pivotal role in making sure that organizations execute on that employee experience. So don't get me on my soapbox. Everybody
Yeah.
already know how I feel about employee experience. If you do not have an EX strategy, your CX strategy is trash. I know y'all can already finish the statement for me. Thank you so much, Elias, for coming to hang out. I knew we are going to get to the bottom of our time here, but thank you so much for coming to hang out with me this week. You'd be anywhere in the world, and you are, right? But you decided to come hang out and share your wisdom with us around what the future of workforce management looks like on any part of that evolutionary scale. I absolutely love that, whether you're beginning or whether you already have workforce management. If people are looking for you and they want to find you, where can they find you at, Elias?
So I'm up in LinkedIn. That's pretty much the only form of social media that I have. And yeah, TD Bank. That's where I work.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll link to your profile here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So how epic was that? Absolutely. Probably, y'all gonna get me in trouble because I'll be like, oh, this is my favorite episode. Like, but I absolutely love that because Elias, he hit on so many good things, right? The evolutionary scale. First of all, that was a nugget. If you didn't catch it, that was a nugget. Regardless of where you are in that journey, whether you are at the beginning, you are just coming into the realization that, oh, we're kind of getting big. We need a workforce management team. We need somebody to help us understand the supply and demand of our business to make sure we have the right people in the right place, whether you're there or whether you've already like, okay, we goats, we the greatest of all time when it comes to workforce management. We got this, right? And what's next? Thinking about, okay, we're now having these AI conversations and introducing AI into our strategy. So that means we're going to have to think about scheduling and Oh, I love the containment conversation. Listen, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Elias covered so much. We're gonna recap this. You already know we do a blog, so make sure and listen that you tune in. If there's a topic that you want to cover on WFM Tipsy Thursdays and we haven't covered it yet, you already know what to do, right? DM me, put it in my inbox. This is content is a love offering to you all, right? This is because you guys request these topics and so we deliver. You already know what to do. Until next time, go be great and let's make impact. See y'all soon. Bye.